Well, hello YouTubers! Now, last few days I made myself a nice titanium piece fitting to my earplugs, my little hammer here. It's made like my giant forging hammer. This one. So, this small piece is pretty much exactly a copy of this big piece here. And what I'm going to do now is I want to show you how I made it and how you can pretty easily make it yourself. You don't need a lot of power tools. What I do now is I'm going to turn these notches in, and then I'm going to mill it to a square. Here, the small, very small surfaces here, and here are left over from the round titanium bar I used. You can use any kind of metal you get your hands on, or you want to hang around your neck, so you can use aluminum, steel, stainless steel, copper, brass, platinum, gold, silver, whatever you can get your hands on, whatever you want to hang around your neck. I guess platinum would be very expensive. You can use magnesium if you want it very light, but I prefer titanium because it's light and extreme durable, and it doesn't get harmed by any acids at all, or any acids I use. You have around your house, you have around anywhere, food acids, whatever. Titanium is just resistant to all of this, or salt water, whatever. Never get any rust on titanium. That's why I choose titanium. But as said, you can also use any other kind of metal. You should have about a 10 to 11 millimeter rod. I here use an 11 millimeter rod, which will get around 8 millimeter square hammer you can get out of this. You can also start by using an 8 millimeter square if you have one. It would be way easier, I guess, but in my case, if I want to make the notches inside, it's easier to get started with a round one, because then I turn the notches in here, cut it off and mill it to a square, and that's it. Then just have to make these surfaces, polish them up. I can make them also on the lathe at first. I will start with this face in the front, and then I'm gonna cut it off and make this face with a belt grinder. Quick and easy. As I said, we're gonna get started on the lathe. Okay, now I'm gonna cut it off with my hacksaw, and then we're gonna flatten it out with a mill. Okay, now turn it, as I said, 90 degrees. And now we're at a 90-degree angle with a small leftover surface here. And now I'm going to turn it around again 90 degrees, and now we go down with the mill for another 1.5 millimeters. But first of all, we're going to clean up everything a little bit. Well, now next thing we're gonna do is mark the center of the piece in every direction. Then we drill a 4.0 hole, and here on this rod we make a 4mm shoulder. So I'm gonna do it on my lathe. You can do it in a drill press or whatever. You can file it if you want to, and there are many possibilities, and that's what we're gonna do next. And also, as I said, drill the hole, yeah, and then we will refile these notches here a little bit, and then we're almost finished. Okay, now as far as we are, just made the shoulder in here and drilled the hole. Now what I'm going to do next is heat up the handle piece and flatten it out a little bit so it gets more of an oval shape like the real hammer has. It's not a round grip, it's an oval grip, so you can align the edge or the face of the hammer. Okay, now what I did, finish up the handle, made a hole back here, a 2.5mm hole, and what I'm going to do next is finish the hammer piece. And also I took a 3mm round file and tried to give it a slightly oval shape here, so when we get it peened it will stretch out to the sides and will not allow the hammer head to turn on the handle. Next thing I'm going to do is polish up the hammer. You can do it with a grinding paper, just lay it on a flat surface and push it over like this until you have your nice polish as you want it. Oh, almost have it. But I'm gonna take it to a 600 grit or 400 grit, and this surfaces here I'm gonna buff with a buffing wheel, and then we'll see again. Well, now we go for the peen. Everything finished up, and surface is polished, the surface is ground, hammer already finished, made an oval shape as I said, and everything is straight and true. It looks very, very awesome, way better than my first one, and I think we will get very positive with this one. Okay, now for the peen. This tiny piece, it's just something different with the big one. Okay, now it's pretty much finished. This piece peened over here, and the hammer itself colored. The surface is polished, shiny again, silvery again, and put this stainless steel ring on here, which closed up perfectly and already polished over a little bit, so all the sharp edges are gone, and now it's ready for sale. Now this piece and lots of other stuff will be available soon in my new web shop. You can also follow me on Facebook, where you can see detailed photos and very high resolution photos of this piece if you want to. And you will also see some other pictures of knives and things I made in Facebook, which I do not always post on YouTube, because I do not every time make a video when I do something. So now for this piece, hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and thanks for watching.